Welcome back, investors, and today is a special day because we're going to be covering a number of things, but the main feature is going to be discussing a dedicated Kusama based launchpad which is building on Substrate. Then we'll be discussing why Blockdesk Ventures invested in them and also offering allocations to this one-of-a-kind launchpad to our community, which is basically you. We'll discuss it a bit later in the video, but getting back to the point of Kusama itself, which is a blockchain developed specifically for projects looking to become a parachain on Polkadot. And Kusama provides a more of an experimental ground to projects to launch and, most importantly, develop on. And what has really surprised everyone is how much of a separate entity Kusama has become, as in the asset and the project itself. Now, as we are collaborating with some of the Polkadot ambassadors, we have heard even from them that they feel Kusama is becoming its own ecosystem, and we wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a place for projects to build, launch, and develop on without moving over to the Polkadot parachain system. So this is one of the reasons why KSM Starter was born, to help support projects which want to utilize the KSM chain and launch upon it. Something that we haven't seen anyone attempt before, and what we've seen is that launchpads are usually slow when it comes to finding new projects, assumingly due to the competition or lack of connections. And this is an important factor when it comes to launchpads. The key here is the first, or to be the first, or to be a specialist launchpad. Any business in the world, most of them have clones, from clothing to tech to insurance. But what allows a number of these businesses to succeed is the uniqueness they bring. Let's look at even Apple, who sell out of their tech, but what they have is their own iOS and an easy to use system. So they are a specialist in what they do. And this is what we saw in KSM Starter. They bring a specialist approach to the market by offering a number of benefits, such as technical support to all the projects launching, as they surely will need it if they're launching on Kusama. And I don't know if you noticed the incentives for holders also. Now, this is what the second feature basically, and this is what we've never seen before. It's a custom build system which rewards the investors which invest via KSM Starter to hold their tokens after the launch instead of selling them. And for this they get a reward. So let's say you invest into a sale for a project going through KSM Starter and you don't sell those tokens straight away, you get rewarded. This combined with an auto investment system by staking USDC or USDT and simply sitting back and letting the platform invest for you until your funds run out. So let's say you have $1,000 to invest in the next few IDOs and the max cap is $400 each, then you will automatically get into free IDOs and your funds will be taken out automatically. This is pretty cool. Maybe you don't have the time in your life. Maybe you're a busy man or a busy woman. So this might be the perfect way for you to invest, sit back and check your profits when you can. Obviously a bit more of a risky strategy, but hey, maybe you like the risk factor. And talking about the risk factor, all of you know what time it is. It is chart time, one of the most liked aspects in our community. We all love a good chart. The main thing we want to mention in the tokenomics is the vesting periods. The main thing we caught onto is that even the marketing budget is locked for a month. The team of 12 advisors for 6. The treasury also gets vesting period, and the early round investors get a similar vesting period. Basically, this, even though it's contradictory for the early stage investors, the tokenomics I think are ideal for investors who wish to buy off the market once it launches. And in my opinion, if we're gonna compare it to the most successful launchpads, the vesting periods and the price differences won't really matter if it reaches $5 or $10. And this is what the industry likes, the potential and the opportunity for investors who aren't lucky enough to get into a pre-sale such as this, or into the seed round, or into any of the early rounds for that matter. It is perfect for them to be able to go onto the market and buy it from there, as the vesting periods for most of the investors, or even, you know, the marketing budget, the team as well, they don't get dropped straight away. So some other really important information we wanted to share is that initially KSM was planning to launch an ERC20 token, but after taking on board their community feedback, they decided to launch on Substrate. This means it will take a longer time to develop, but it has already begun its development, and the audit has been agreed to be done by Omnicia. This change and the current focus on partnerships has seen KSM Starter become one of the more exciting projects launches basically this summer. Partnerships such as the one with the Kylan network, which will provide even more exposure to emerging startups, and also provide Kylan's community exclusive benefits with every IDO application, such as strategic whitelist slots with guaranteed allocation. And also the partnership, the most recent one with DFIN. Now I'm going to read what the CEO of DFIN said. Partnering with KSM Starter allows DFIN to expand its reach to Substrate. Our goal is to become a chain agnostic multi-chain AMM DEX. And we look forward to supporting KSM Starter and all the projects launching on KSM Starter. Now, from what I'm seeing, the projects which are partnering up with KSM Starter, they're benefiting a lot more, really. Honestly, from what we have seen, KSM Starter and their team is actually going to provide a place which is going to benefit a lot of projects which are looking to either become a polkadot parachain slot, either looking to just develop onto Kusama, or just to understand. So some projects will just need some technical help, and this is exactly what KSM Starter are focusing on. So all in all, it's an exciting project. It's pretty unique. I know there have been people who've had different opinions about it, and this is something that we want to really discuss with our community. So let us know down below in the comments, what's your thoughts about Kusama Starter, KSM Starter? And also, if you want to receive an allocation to KSM Starter for the early rounds, then our Telegram group link will be down below. Join up, and somebody from the Gunslingers or the team members will be able to help you and to explain our process of entering these early stage allocations. But for today, we want to thank you, all of you investors, for being a great community. We hope you enjoyed this video. We will see you on the next exciting installment from Blockdesk Ventures. But for today, that's it from us. All the best. Bye-bye.